Hi, welcome. Thanks for your support and for your purchase. My name's Amada. We're just gonna go over Canva, and I apologize in advance if this thing stalls. It's because I'm recording. So we're gonna go through the basics here. You'll need either a free account or the pro version of Canva. So you can always try out the free version and then upgrade. So here for the portfolio, I have this color selected. And then here at the left, you'll have all the tabs for different things that you can do. Just keep in mind that I highly recommend you make another copy once you download the template because sometimes the software does slow down and it will not save. And also, if you make edits to one template, then you'll have that backup in case you want to go back and not lose any of the features. So here on the left, in order to find these little flowers, for example, I searched for pink flowers and then I just made sure I selected the filter for free options. And then, for example, the template, let's say you want to change the color. Here on the left, you can select the color. It'll show you the options. And then since there are already images here, it shows you photo colors and then it'll pull colors from these pictures and then you can start making changes to the entire template, or you can also just get rid of this and then the white version honestly looks really pretty as well. So you could just play around with it. You can either just drag it, get creative, make different sizes of this to make it into a border if you wanted to, or you could just drag it to keep it as is. Also, here in the back or at the top, it says position. For some of these images, I positioned them towards the back, so they're just in the background. And then you can center and do different things. You can bring it towards the front. These are actually at the front, so they're the ones that are the featured ones, but this is how I did the background images. And also for pictures, you want to upload your pictures here on the left, and then you'll just drag and drop. But let's say you want to delete it, then you would right click, detach, and then you can delete. But I want to show you. So this is a picture frame that I went and found on Elements. And then I just typed in frame, and then it'll give you different shapes. But I thought this was different, so that's why we have that there. And then you can edit the image itself by, since it's already selected, here at the top it says image, and then you can select the contrast, brightness, and the tones as well, as you can see. And then elements, this is where you can add graphics. And then I don't know if I mentioned, but some fonts and some graphics you'll have to pay for. So for example, this is the one that I selected earlier for the tones. Oh, design. Okay. So here it's pulling colors from the image and then it'll give you the different tones and then it'll keep changing. Let's see if it works. And then it'll change the colors for, I don't think it changes it for the fonts, but it'll make different changes. All right, I'm gonna scroll down. Okay, so I went back to the mauve. Okay, so here we have the resume, and then I added little flowers all over the place to make it cute. You can again change the colors, and then let's say you don't want to use your social media. I like the portfolio option, so that's why I added it there. So you can select the word portfolio, highlight it. Let's just say that's that because I don't want it to like mess up. And then click here at the top where it looks like a paperclip link. And then I already have my Google Drive. Wherever you have that file that you want to share, you want to have it ready because you're going to add that link. So I'm just going to right click the image. In this case, for example, or whatever software you're using, but I use Google Drive. Right clicked it. And then it says restricted. I'm going to share with anyone with a link. And make sure it's viewer so they don't have access to edit. I'm going to go back. Now I'm going to add that link, copy paste, or Control V, Command V, enter. And so you won't be able to tell right now other than it underlined it. But you can get rid of the underline. See, it's not, well, you can see the underline right there. So I can continue editing, but that's why it's good to have a backup. Okay, so I have all this text here, and it's grouped, and it's pre-formatted text that you can use from the statements that I've provided for you. It's generic information, but it's pretty close to the position, and this is good for any position. I just wanted to use the nail tech for an example. So as you can see, this social link is underlined. You can remove it. You can remove the underline strike or keep it. And then once you download, let's say we're going to share this file so you could see. I'm going to go to share. I'm going to share it as a PDF where we have access to that link that we just added. So I'm going to select download. And if I miss things, let me know, but you can also Google or go to YouTube. And then I like to add the titles here. So there's pages, but I like to add the titles, or you can, if you can remember, just add the number here, or there will be little boxes where you can add the check mark. And I selected PDF standard to email. And then we'll download it. So it'll save it to your computer. But if you have the pro version, pro version, then it'll allow you to save directly to your Google Drive or whatever other options it offers you. You can also schedule your like Instagram posts and Pinterest posts from here, but that's a different video where you have to add that link and account. So now I'm just looking for the file, the PDF, so I could show you the link that we've just added. So this way you can, when you email it to someone, they'll have access. So if we would have been able to get rid of the underline, it would have looked nicer, but as you can see, there's another hand. I'm going to click on it, and then now it gives that person access to that file or folder. So however many files you have in that folder, they'll have access to that. So you just want to be mindful of that, and it's a good idea to keep everything organized and title your folders. That way you could remember where you have files. And so this is the image that I shared. So I'm going to go back, and we're going to go down to the cover letter. I'm not sure, but I don't think I've gone over that. And again, you can add or edit, come up with your own information as you work through the resume. And then you can go through each form here, and you can you can review what's in here and add or remove. Same thing here, you can add your link again to your resume. You can either also do it with your references or your cover page. And then you could change the fonts. So here's the references. I added professional and personal, but you can delete some if you don't want all of these. Just added it as a bonus option. And say you want to delete this, you would drag, and then you would be able to right click and delete if you wanted to, or you can ungroup everything or group it. Right now everything is grouped, so that way it's easy to work within this section. You can lock it, which locks everything, and then you're still able to edit, so you don't have to worry about things moving around. And then of course changing the colors. You can keep the images or keep or delete. And then lastly, here we have the opening statements. These are the first paragraphs. You can also add some of this information to the summary underneath in the section in your resume. So this is like a strong statement as to what your strong points are. And then it'll show you there's a few of the opening statements, and then there's a body, the ending statements. I added interview questions and also closing statements for your interview, which you can also add to the cover letter. As you can see, there's quite a bit. So as you work through it, you can remove things that do not pertain to you just to keep it organized. And then there's more information here. I like to keep things in a list. As far as like the body, this is like additional information, like your experience and your expertise on certain skills. And then I added the salary proposal in case you wanted to include that. And that's pretty much it. I color coded everything, I titled everything, and then you can just get familiarized with the templates. I tested them out and the color looks nice. I think I have, yeah, I'm gonna pause. Okay, I apologize. So yeah, I printed it, and as you can see, it doesn't look very dark as far as that mint green, but you can darken it. And I don't think I showed you, but let's say you want to darken the background. Let me just drag this back here. And then remember, you can edit the image by highlighting it or brightening the contrast by clicking on it and then going to edit image. But let's say you want to darken this background color, and then you would go here to the top right, transparency, and then you can go 100%, and then it'll be a lot darker. Or you can just get rid of it completely just to test it out, print a page and see which one you like. This actually looks really cute. And that's pretty much it. And so yeah, I printed everything, and it's not too dark and it's hard to see, but the font looks a lot bigger than it does on the screen, because right now it's short. And then you can also keep the signature. Let me go to the bottom in the cover page. You can keep that font, or you can just remove the signature and just add the printed version. I believe it's this one, but I'll show you here in the meantime, if you could see. There. So right here, that's the signature. Okay, so thank you so much again. And if you have any questions, you can always reach me at Skullhead Designs. My name's Amada. Let me know how it goes, and I appreciate and wish you the best. Take care.